Coming up here at Circle Debate, Top Rope Wrestling Talk podcast. It's a combined podcast, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. We have, of course, our other family members from the League of Extraordinary Podcast joining us. You know, of course, South Philly Psycho Dom, alongside with his host from Top Rope Wrestling Talk, Grandma Wendy is in the house. Of course, I have Matt Callis. As we're going to recap AEW's Dynamite, the preview of Rampage. We're going to be hearing some chants coming up in a couple hours, pro wrestling news, and much more. So don't go anywhere. Click on the bio subscription below. Hit that subscribe and watch it right now. And welcome everyone to the Circle Debate Top Rope Wrestling Talk podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, that's right. It's a combined podcast today. The host of Stevie's One Ivan C here with my brother from another mother, the calluses of all calluses. I'm not gonna call you the Carney piecemeal because you're not. You're not.
No.
You're not. All right. No.
That's just a section of my brain.
That's a section of your brain. But you're the natural. Remember, we used to wrestle. He was the natural. So you're the natural.
Yeah, a lot of different names.
A lot of different names.
Switchblade.
Yeah. Switchblade, MGC, Mr.
Yeah.
Matt in the Hat, and Matthew.
Matt in the Hat. Whenever
Callis.
I meet new people, it's Matt in the Hat.
Matt in the Hat.
Because it's easy to remember.
Yeah, very, very easy. Well, instead of DMD is MGC. How about that?
MGC, yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, today we have two honorary guests here on the show. They're a part of the League of Extraordinary Podcast family. I'm going to go ahead and introduce. I have, of course, the host of Top Rope Wrestling Talk, the South Philly Psycho himself, Mr. Dom.
What's happening, everybody? Yeah, and even Wendy approved. I am, as of last week, the American Nightmare of podcasting. DOM.
That's right.
DOM.
That's right. I love it. DOM.
I love her for it. That's why we do this. We vibe. We almost share a brain.
That's right. And then go ahead and introduce her. She is our grandmother of podcasting. Keep an eye on us, making sure that we're doing our shit right. If not, she'll tell us off. We'll probably cut our balls off, so we gotta be careful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, I have Wendy in the house. How are you? Oh shit! Oh wait a minute! I saw that. Oh no!
What you, man?
Grandma Wendy, you're wearing a Warrior shirt?
I am wearing the wrestlers.
Oh, the wrestlers.
What? Check it out. Whenever I wear these shirts, I wait for the day for some dude to just be like, "Do you even know who they are?" And I can be like, "Hold my drink for a second."
I totally tried to wear an X-Men shirt today since Devin gave Ivan the Professor X of podcasting name, but my son spilled chocolate milk on it. I had to change.
Of course.
My bad.
It's all good. It's all good. I forgot. I do have a new nickname now, right? The Professor X of podcasting. Jesus Christ! I'll take it. Fuck it. It is.
You'll never have more. You'll never have more than Wendy. If Dean Malenko was the man of 1,000 holds, this woman is the woman of 1,000 nicknames. I'm not lying.
Like everybody has a name for me. I don't even know anymore. I'm just like, sure, call me Brenda, call me whatever. That's me.
Brenda.
I worked with someone who called me Brenda for 3 months, and I never said anything.
Really?
I was just
Literally,
like, yes, ma'am. She was an old
so
lady.
far
like,
from what I can
say
remember,
no?
Wendy is the whole ass vibe, Latina heat. The
Yes.
first lady of Top Rope Wrestling.
One and
Of
only.
course, Grandma Wendy. At one point, she was Baby Yoda.
I was. I almost forgot about that.
These
How
are
could I
just
forget
a
the
few.
picture? The picture fucking exists. How could I forget?
I could go on all night, but I don't want to bore our audience. So.
Oh man, I love
Let's
it.
get this party started, y'all.
That is right. That's right. Let's get this party started with us here in California's hot summer weather, and over you guys on the East Coast is kind of humid, how you mentioned earlier. Like shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ugh, unbearable.
Unbearable. But cheers for
Ungodly.
coming on, and of course, you guys
Oh,
are welcome
anytime.
always, anytime to come on. You know, we're family now. We're family. Remind you, we're
That's
part
right.
of the League of Extraordinary Podcast. That is right. So let's start this off. Let's start off with Dynamite. We finally start with the first match. Did see Moxley coming out with King Sting, and then 2.0 beat the shit out of them. And then we see Stang and Darby Allin, of course, coming out after defeating 2.0. For 20 years, for the first time, we see Stang on TNT. So I'm going to go with you, Grandma Wendy. Your thoughts about the match and the Sting's performance.
I'm not a fan of Darby Allin in a general sense. Something about him, I'm just kind of like, But overall, the match was good. Seeing Sting in the ring once again was fucking thrilling. I felt like a little kid again, and I was just like, ah! And then when he did the double, whatchamacallit? Oh my god, I was so excited.
The Scorpion Deathlock,
Deathlock. I was losing my shit. My dog was like, bitch, calm down. I was like, don't you get it? Oh my god! Losing my mind entirely. It was insanely awesome. I was hyped for it. I got excited. Even though Darby was there, I was like, fuck it, good match. I enjoyed myself. Definitely a happy place.
Awesome. Dom, talk to me, baby.
Oh my god, like this match just went everywhere. Like even 2.0 got over a little bit with that beating on Moxley and smacking Darby's head off the top of that walkway or whatever, the concrete. Darby's not going to make it to 72. I can already see it. Mark my words.
He's not making it to 40.
Not like this. He's not going to make it to my age. Okay. But as far as Sting's performance, I mean, Sting. All right, I know I'm going to compare, and people are going to hate me for it, but I'm going to do it anyway because that's what I do. Sting makes you feel everything that Bill Goldberg doesn't.
Yes. Oh, I like that.
He gets in that ring.
I agree 100%.
He gets in that ring, and he brings you back to your childhood. I've been watching this man since 1985. Woo! Okay, he brings you back to your childhood. He shows you things that you may have never seen before. Like I can never remember him doing the double Scorpion Deathlock ever. Never. If anything, I can see Sting holding the two of them and just looking at the camera. I wanted him to pan in and him just go, "I see you, Tribal Chief." Because he stacked them, he stretched them, and he beat them both. And that was the WrestleMania main event was the opening of Dynamite. Think about that one for a second.
Oh my god!
But it was incredible. I mean, Sting at I think he's 62 now, is probably a better wrestler than Goldberg ever was.
Yes.
And it's refreshing that he's just there trying to give Darby that rub, trying to get his stuff in, working tag matches, opening matches, not going after championships. He's just there to be Sting, and if he could still do it, unlike some people, let him do it.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right, I agree with that. Matt Callis, I know you were born Ned Flanders. I know, because that's your number one guy. So go ahead.
Yeah, for the longest amount of time, because I kind of lost interest in wrestling when Sting retired. So it was not only is it a joy to see him back, because there was a few other matches he had, like the Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page one that he was in, and then he had the street brawls. But this was like, I think the next step up would be to see him in singles action, and that's going to be, I've got my fingers crossed for a lot of other things. Another thing I want to remark on, especially for this whole entire segment, including the match, Daniel Garcia, that guy's getting the rocket strapped to him. He's got the Moxley match and coming up, and in addition to that, New Japan Strong, that's also coming up for Garcia, and they're talking about him on New Japan podcast. So this guy, and I've seen what like the Garcia lock looks like. It's crazy. It looks like I don't know. It's like a cross on the end. It's like he crosses the legs, puts his legs around their legs and his head around their head or something. It's a crazy hold. I think him and Zack Sabre Jr. is like a future Forbidden Door match, dream match waiting to happen.
You can see that.
And Angelico, Daniel Garcia and Angelico, that's like another one. All the the holds masters.
The king of the birdie dance.
I love it, dude. I love that. Just weird lanky.
You gotta love
arms.
Angelico, though.
It's like
That weird string body just flopping.
I know, right? It's flopping. Oh my god!
it's like he'll put you in a crazy lucha libre submission hold, and then he'll do this.
Just flop around.
I think the only thing AEW is missing is they need to build a platform so we can come from the heavens like Lucha Underground.
All right. Oh my god! Taking like what, a 20-minute intro, just coming
Like,
down.
take
taking
that,
us
corny.
So I got for 2.0, they're actually, I like that they cut promos, so we really get to know their character. They're a little bit, their look it reminds me of something old school. You'd see guys in their style of wrestling in like the early 90s, late 80s, 2.0 style. It's like a little bit old, a little bit of new, something borrowed, not something blue. Something
There's
well done,
Leia.
well done.
Honorary co-host right there.
Honorary co-host Leia, that's right. Oh.
I know Ivy complains about her cat. Try dealing with that.
Just yeah. I can't excuse it.
No.
There are times I can hear the
Girls
dog
gotta-
panting in HD.
Oh God, she's stretching right.
But
in
you
the
gotta
fat
love her.
beats.
She's adorable.
She is. She's going through her lady times right now.
Happy dog.
So she's in a diaper. Poor thing. It's so weird. Poor thing.
Sorry, I'm not laughing.
I'm laughing. It's okay. I've been laughing. I'm like,
I'm laughing.
I like happy looking dogs. So
she's my sweet girl.
But I mean, this match, I got to give it to, well, look, 2.0, they got their push ever since they left NXT. You know, whenever, I thought for a minute they were going to get a push in NXT when they re-signed. And okay, Everrise, they might get their shot. Cool. I mean, they have a great gimmick. But right here, they're looking very strong. And now that it's recently signed, in regards for their in-ring gear, it kind of reminds me of the Hardy Boys a little bit, the early days. Like kind of like early Jeff and Matt.
Yeah.
Kind of in a way, but not bad overall. I mean, I'm happy that they're getting their push. You spoke about Sting getting a title shot. I would not mind seeing Darby and Sting going for the tag team titles. I don't mind seeing that happening either. I mean, why not?
Interesting.
That'd be interesting. to see.
I mean, if it was them that knocked off the Bucks, wow.
Right? Just think about that.
That would be a big pop.
That would be a big pop.
I didn't even think about that until you said it, and then I'm just thinking, wow.
Now it's like,
And if we
I'd go nuts.
Yeah, and I mean, if we go back to his credentials, Sting really never has been like a long reign tag team champion. My recollection.
I mean, it was him.
He's had a couple of short runs.
Yeah, he had a couple of short runs, but never.
I think he might have been a tag team champ with the Wolfpack at one for a minute or two.
I think so too. Yeah, you're right. I wonder who. I think
Red and black
Luger, right?
paint. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think it was Luger.
Okay. Yeah, that's what be intriguing to see. Imagine them; they'll be the ones that knocking off the Young Bucks from a tag team title belts. You know, that'd be something a shocker. I think why not? Since you're having Sting and Darby together all this time, might as well go with it. I mean, I get the point with the singles. Of course, we want to see him. Of course, more singles, in ring action. But especially one thing about just drive me insane, like he went to the fucking table and he just got up and I'm like, what the fuck? Like that's some warrior shit. Like, I'm like, damn.
Yes.
And I just lost my mind. I actually jumped out of my chair, and then the missus like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" I'm like, "Oh, you don't understand. It's
Bowing up.
It's poking up, But he's stinging up. Hogan, yeah, Hogan's another story.
He did that. He did that when
that Hammond-Ager. Let's not even talk about him.
Sting did that when Jeff Jarrett hit him with the guitar, and he did the same thing too. The beat his chest. And,
Yes, but that was many moons ago.
Yeah. Exactly. And for his age to go through a table that way and it's still getting up, that's some crazy shit. I mean, that's some good shit. That's good shit. I've been good shit. Good shit.
Oh, it's not good shit.
And then, of course, we did see after the match, we'd see Sammy Guevara versus Shawn Spears. And before that, he did propose congratulations to Sammy and his
Yes, congratulations.
Fiance, yes. Been watching
Pam.
the vlog. Pam, right? That's her name, Pam. There you go, Pam.
Pam.
I told you I remember names and faces for no reason. For no fucking reason.
Oh man, but this match was great overall, especially being a hometown boy. Obviously, he got to win. It was I'll go right away. Right away, I think this match it delivered. I did like the fact that both were on the top, top rope. They jumped together. The middle finger, of course, and the cutter. I did not expect them to kick out of the 6:30. I'm like, okay, this is over. And that shit, I'm like, what? He kicked out? And of course, he ended up with GTH. My question now to all of you guys is, what's next for Sammy now? So I'll go back. I'll take it to you back, Wendy. What's next for Sammy?
This is a solid question. I would like to see him go for the TNT title. I don't know if I want him to go against Miro or not, though. I'm still on the fence about that. But I definitely could see him going for it. If he were the one at some point to dethrone Miro, I'd be like, holy shit, excuse me while my mind explodes. Because that would be a crazy match, because Miro's like insane. He's like a powerhouse with agility and speed, and Sammy is fucking Sammy. Like, fuck, right? It would be an insane match. Oh, excuse me. But that's definitely where I could see him going, heading towards the TNT title. Yeah. Final answer.
Awesome. South Philly Soccer, talk to me, baby.
I thought she was going to phone a friend for a minute.
That's you. You're the friend I'm phoning.
Oh, right. Never mind.
That's a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. That's a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire reference for the younger listeners.
Yeah, we try to educate the youth when we come on the shows. So thank you, Mr. Callis. I appreciate that.
Regis Philman, shout out.
So I've got two directions I think Sammy could go. Neither of which are too terrible. The kind of bland meh cliche answer would be to reignite a feud with MJF, kind of looking for revenge for Jericho. But if he is, and I'm not sure when he's supposed to show up, but if he's available, I would love to see the Spanish God versus the American Dragon.
Ooh.
I fucks with that.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It writes itself. Like, he could show up at All Out and they'll just be like, here's the match, no build, and everybody's like, I'm in.
I'm in. Take my money. I'm in.
Take my money.
I'm all in.
I'm broke, but take my money anyway.
Right? Yeah. Right? I'll reject my shit.
Here's my money. Take what you think you deserve.
Accurate.
All right. Mr. Callis.
So there's a lot of different things you could do with Sammy, but I think in particular, I'm thinking I guess they want to keep him as a babyface for now. So I just off the top of my head, I was thinking maybe like recruiter for Inner Circle. I guess it's because of what they're doing with him and Fuego del Sol. I think maybe, him and just some other baby faces you could team up with in the meantime until I think of a better one-on-one than that Daniel Bryan, because that's pretty damn good one, Dom, we gotta say.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
right. I agree 100%.
I do what I can when I can,
That's right.
And I also wanted to just add, like, Sammy and Pammy, the new power couple in wrestling.
Oh my god, I love it. Sammy and Pammy. That is the
Sammy
cutest.
and Pammy, that's right.
I was going to call them Sam and Pam, but that doesn't feel right.
Sammy and Pammy. I love it.
Sammy and Pammy, that's right.
That is adorable.
It's a tough one, though. I mean, of course, we want this, Pinnacle and Inner Circle to end already, because I'm like, it was fun while it lasted. I'm glad. I think it's not going to be over. I'm hoping it's over between them. We still got the rest of the members, which obviously FTR and Santana Ortiz, because with the whole injury scared, didn't deliver.
Yeah.
So they'll come back to that later. That's when we're doing these promos to it. Hager, I believe he's getting ready. I'm not sure if he's anytime soon getting ready for a Bellator fight coming up. His rumor window, he's being announced, so he's trying to fight Fedor, so that might happen. I don't know if he's focused on that as well. Warlow, I don't know what they're doing with him either. So with Sammy and Sean, I think I'm glad this should be the final chapter. Move on. Yes, I'd rather see Sammy go on, for the TNT belt. Might as well go for it, or be the how you said as well. Go after MJF to avenge Jericho. Maybe he could be the one dethroning MJF's winning streak. Maybe later on, maybe at full, at full gear later on, or double or nothing. They can build that up very, 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 very good, because the first part between them was great. That first match they had on Dynamite, it was insane. And I wouldn't mind seeing that once again. And so the possibilities are endings for Sammy. Oh yeah, especially how you mentioned American Dragon. Yes, unexpectedly come out. Oh yeah, mystery opponent. Boom. Old school American Dragon theme song comes out. Oh shit, the crowd goes nuts. Oh man,
Ivan.
Like, is there a way for me to tip AEW on BR Live? Because I don't mind at this point.
Tony Khan, you're watching this, bro. There you go.
On live streaming, I gotta say, did the whole Shawn Spears hitting on the Beyonce thing? It kind of reminded me of Shawn Michaels flirting with the British Bulldog's wife way back in the day. I think. Because I know Shawn Michaels, like, this one's especially for you, baby. Like,
Yeah.
Giving me flashbacks to the old days,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's actually very accurate. I can't even argue that.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Shawn Spears could have gone way deeper with it, too. I mean, he was getting, like, you could be, when you're with the, when you're with the Pinnacle, you could always be on top, and I'll let you be on top whenever you want, Pam. He was saying something like that. Yeah. I forgot. But I know he wasn't letting the sleaziness sink in. It's like, ooh, baby. Like, he could have been like a little bit more sultry with it. I think Shawn Spears hasn't worked his romance, his sleazy romance side.
Poor Cassie Lee.
There's certain dudes that were able to pull it off. Like Rick Rude could do it all the time when he had who was it that he had on his pants for a while?
Jake the Snake's wife.
Yeah. And move your diapered butt.
He's doing that.
And then, with all the great HBK could do it. It takes a special kind of disgusting to be able to do that kind of shit,
Ric Flair can still do it.
Yeah, he can do it.
On planes, on trains, in automobiles.
Yeah.
Oldest ride,
longest line.
Well, but you know what? If Shawn would have done it, it would have looked like a creepy pervert type of style, man. Because because the way how
especially these days.
Oh my, right?
With that lazy eye and bald head, that would look really creepy.
Oh, you know what's funny?
His eye's not lazy; it's retired.
I gotta bring this back because I think this would have been like the ultimate like reverse troll on Sammy, or because you guys remember around the beginning of the pandemic, it was Sammy Guevara licking a cardboard cutout of Brandy Rhodes.
Oh yes,
yep.
I remember that.
So I was like, hey Sammy, remember this?
Yes, that was like the pre-Sasha thing and everything, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, that was a bad look, wasn't it?
Yes, it was a bad look. It didn't look good on him at all. It didn't. Oh my god! But I also want to give hands down to Shawn Spears. At least he's getting his TV time.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's another thing I want to mention of him. Ever since he left WWE with the gimmick, it was a great gimmick. The 10 was a great gimmick, but at least now he's getting his more TV time, especially now with this faction. I'm glad they put him in this faction in the way, and instead of being solo bolo was Tony Blanchard. I like it. I like this character of Shawn Spears, and
no, me too.
Like I wouldn't mind seeing him in Orange Cassidy. Why not? Something next for him will be Orange, maybe in Best Friends. Why not?
Yeah. I felt bad for Shawn. I really did, because I still remember how they were looking for his tag team partner, and then pandemic hit, and instead of a partner, he got a glove.
It was like
that was a weird course correction, AEW, but okay.
Seriously.
And it just never really worked for him. But since he's joined the Pinnacle, now it feels like, okay, now we're getting somewhere with this. Like, now Shawn is able to show you a little bit more of his talent and be a little rangier and get over a little bit. And it's like, okay, we're on the right track here. We can keep moving forward with this. I don't know what the glove thing was. That was weird.
Yeah, me too. I was like,
Like, got it from Tully Blanchard. Wasn't it Barry Windham's? I don't get where did Tully get it?
Exactly, right? I'm like, did he get it from Barry Windham? And that's what I'm saying. They totally got it from Barry. He gave it to Sean. I'm like, doesn't match him though. Like, I know you're trying to reincarnate the Four Horsemen. You cannot do this with this group. You can't. Like, you saw how Evolution did their own type of stuff. So, which I liked it. I enjoyed Evolution. I could say, and I know that people are making shit for this, but you could say like the Sean Spears is kind of like the Randy Orton of Evolution, but that younger version some type of way. I'm talking about charisma, not in-ring skills, but charisma stuff. So I could, I mean, I could see that a little bit.
I can see it,
right? I mean, because it's different. He has a different attitude in the way
he's probably not as much of a douche as Randy, but I can see it.
Right? I absolutely agree.
Sorry, that's one of my buttons. My bad.
It's all good. I love it. I love it. And then we have Jurassic Express versus the Young Bucks for the AEW Tag Team titles. What? I think that's match of the night for Dynamite, but the Young Bucks retained because of all the interference. And of course, we did see the aftermath. Christian Cage coming out. First came out trying to make the save, but then he got his ass whooped. And it all in the middle of the ring. Poor Marco Stunt taking that chair shot. I didn't expect that from Kenny Omega. Just
somebody please think of the children.
Think of the children.
Someone call CPS on Kenny. That's child abuse.
This is the woman that says "fuck them kids" on every episode.
Right? F them kids.
Oh my God. Take it to you, Grandma Wendy. Thoughts about the match?
That one was fucking thrilling. Oh my God. I don't know how many close calls there were. Every time it was like, God damn it, so fucking close. Overall though, fucking great match. Even with what's his name? Fucking dirty ass Doc Gallows and he looks filthy. I want to like take him out back with a bleach hose and a wire brush and just scrub him clean. Like the man looks filthy.
Wendy, that's a good name. That's a good name. I actually want
Filthy Gallows.
Dirty Doc Gallows.
Dirty Doc Gallows.
Dirty Doc Gallows. Him and Carl Anderson. There it is. Fucking even with their interruptions, with all their bullshit. Overall, great match. All of it was exciting. It was just insanity, and I loved it. I fucking loved it. And the douche-tastic gear that the Young Bucks came out in, it may be douchey, but I will give Miss Sandra and her sewing crew props because they are like beautifully douche-tastic with the fur and the glitter and the shit. I love it. Loved everything about that match.
Like the flapper girl headband with the stuff coming down.
I loved everything except Don Callis. I'm like,
well, they're starting to call him Don Phallus because they say he actually
that's
looks
accurate.
like
or Carney piece of shit if you watched it.
Either or.
Real
which
men
is it felt like it was an upgrade from Carney Jackoff. I could be wrong, but
I've been a Carney the whole time. No, Ivan, may I?
Go for it. You want to take it? Go for it.
Oh yeah. So I must say that I was really thinking Jurassic Express was going to take it that night. It actually it actually seemed like the right climate for it. What with like the approaching big events and everything. And I think. And also other than them taking it, the other thing I was also expecting, if I'm not mistaken, this is okay. The episode was recorded live, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Live, of course. So it would have been the perfect time for Guerrillas of Destiny to do a run-in. That would have been absolutely perfect, just then and there, and everybody would, this is like right after the Good Brothers. Who's gonna save Jurassic Express? And then bam, we hear the Guerrillas of Destiny theme. But, they kind of, it's a little bit, this was a little bit like, I actually didn't like the finish as much. I mean, I was actually going for the baby faces. It really seemed like the right time for them to get it, because they've had other close calls with the tag titles. So, it's a bit much for them to pick up the loss. I mean, at least have somebody else, have another tag team kind of take the loss somewhere here. So,
I wasn't surprised though when the Young Bucks retained. I honestly, Hundo P expected that to happen. Like, I love Jurassic Express, but tonight's not your night. And Bucks are gonna hang on to it for a little while longer. And when they do drop it, it'll be to someone much less completely unexpected and out of like beyond left fucking field. It'll just be like, why the fuck are they in this ring? And then boom, surprise, bitches.
It'll be Sting and Darby, and you heard it here first.
You heard it here
PRWT Psychic Friends Network right there.
I got a third most likely for you, Dom. Roppongi Vice.
You think
are they even together? Oh, the original. I thought. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking of 3K. My bad. Yeah. I mean, when Trent gets healthy, Rocky could come in. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that either.
Rocky was on Dark, so
he was.
Yeah,
he's been a few times now.
Yeah, definitely. Well, yeah, Dom, take it away. The floor is yours.
Okay. Yeah, I absolutely love this match. It was match of the night. It actually, watching it, made me mad. It really did, because there was a point where Bruce had said to me before the match, what if the same thing that happens to Kenny, like what if Kenny does it to the Bucks and we see the Elite just start to fall apart? And I was like, I don't know if that's going to happen, but I love the way you think. And then I saw Kenny come out, and then I saw the chair, and then I saw it backfire, and I thought, oh my God, it's going to happen. Oh my God, it's going to happen. Like, sucked me right in, and then it didn't happen. So I was mad, but at the same time, I couldn't be too mad because I was loving this match. I mean, like Jungle Boy has come such a long way since his debut in AEW, and Luchasaurus is, I mean, he's great. I know he's probably for the kids, a little bit, but he's definitely somebody who's kind of underutilized, and to see them get the tag titles that night would have been great. I'm not surprised that they didn't. It just, once Bruce said that and I saw it unfolding, I was like, oh my God, he's right. And then they broke up the pinfall, and I was like, oh.
It was fucking close, though.
I was more mad because I felt like Bruce needed it. He's had a rough go. He needed this, and then it didn't happen.
Shout out to Bruce, by the way. You're going to be watching this. So
shout out to High Class.
That's right, brother.
Brucey!
That's right.
The biggest MJF mark ever.
Oh, I'd love to have him on the show, man. I can't wait to have him on the show once he's,
If you think Devin is bad, I'm just saying.
We gotta have these. We gotta have a debate between both of them. Who's better, the Tribal Chief or MJF?
Or MJF.
Oh, that'll be an epic debate right there too.
Oh Lord!
Just be like, everybody, hit mute, get some popcorn, kick back
I'm
and enjoy.
Like watching. I'm just like watching them
oh Jesus! Oh Jesus!
That's me with a bowl of popcorn. Like, go on.
Yeah.
This bowl is not big enough.
It really goes to show, like, how old is Roman compared to MJF's still like 23, 24.
He's still young.
Yeah,
he's like early 20s, and Roman.
He's like 40. What?
No, he's not. I think he's like late
38,
like 37, 30. Yeah, kind of my age. 38.
I want to say 38.
It's probably my age, 38.
Let me look it up.
36.
36. Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
see, that's why I keep her around. She also doubles as a stat girl. That's another one of the 1,000 nicknames.
And MJF is 25.
See, look at the age.
25. Thank you, stat girl.
Yes,
but yeah,
like what, 10, 11 years?
Yeah, about 10, 11 years.
Yeah, 10, 11.
And they're definitely not that far off when it comes to ring work, promos, any of it.
I definitely agree.
I can only imagine what MJF's babyface run would be like. It'd be so different.
I can't even imagine that.
It'd be so funny. It'd be
Yeah.
like the fakest shit you've ever seen. Like it would physically hurt him to try and pretend to be a baby.
Be that
he would be up there like, hello from.
Oh.
He wouldn't be able to.
It's so great to be here in New York. Oh God.
Let me kiss this baby.
I'm so proud of your wedding.
Oh, bad. Oh my God. But man, this match was the match of the night for Dynamite. Yes, I was exactly what Bruce said. Dom, I was the same way. Like, no fucking way. This is gonna be it. This is the repeat of what happened to Omega. Yes, and then
the Elite are falling apart. Yes,
I'm gonna give credit where credit due to all of them. They really teased the shit out of us with that. Just that little shit that happened with the chair, they teased us, and they did a perfect job. Great job for them to tease us on that.
Oh yeah, it's very rare when I could say a show got me, but Dynamite, you got me.
Yeah, you got me on that one, definitely. I mean, and then look, Matt, I know you want Gorillas of Destiny, and we gotta wait it out. I think that's gonna be saved, possibly maybe by next year or by the beginning of the year. It might happen. We could eventually. It's gonna happen. The Elite War is coming. We saw it in Japan already happen. You saw it. Resurgence.
I saw it in person.
God, that's what I want.
So like folks know, me and Mike were at Resurgence, and we saw God come out and go face to face with the Good Brothers. And everybody's jaws were like wide open at that moment. There was like holy shit chants constantly, and I was like the whole time, jaw wide open. So it's
the classic fecal chant.
Yeah. It's right around the corner.
Yeah.
So,
and I feel like to complete that Civil War, even though I'm getting out of topic here, but I'll do it very quick. To complete that one, add Marty Scurll to it. Add Marty Scurll into the Elite. Add him to the Elite, and then since the Bullet Club has Chris Bay, bring back Marty Scurll, add him to the Elite, and there you go. There's your Civil War. And I mean, for Hangman, keep him out of the picture, even though he shouldn't be in it, but. Nah, I think you can keep him out. I want to see this happen first. I want to see the Good Brothers.
Maybe Hangman could take the title first, and then he has to just be on his own as the champ and like go up against like other heels, like Minoru Suzuki or whatever. You could keep Hangman busy with like other heels like Brian Cage and who else? Whatever. Just all the other heels that aren't.
Either way. Anytime somebody says Minoru Suzuki, I'm like, yes.
I love it. But yes, now with that, with the aftermath, we did see later on, Tony Schiavone announced there's going to be a tag team eliminator, which is going to happen. One match is happening tonight, which I'll announce the following 4 teams: Private Party, the Varsity Blondes, Jurassic Express, and Lucha Brothers. And tonight on Rampage, we're going to have Private Party versus Jurassic Express. I'm gonna go to you, Wendy. Do you feel this was the right perfect 4 teams, or who you think should have been the right perfect 4 for this eliminator?
I mean, no matter what, I will always say Private Party is not good for anything.
It's never liked them.
No, like fuck Private Party with a passion, like just in a slingshot. I don't give a shit about these guys.
I can already tell you who she's putting in. I can tell you right now.
Who am I putting in?
Because I do it too. P&P.
How the fuck y'all putting P&P in there? See, we share a brain. We're right here, son. Right here. No, fuck yeah, I put P&P in there. But then it'd be hard though, because I mean, it just that's the only one I would replace. Everyone else I'm good with. The idea of because P&P is long overdue, man. Like they've been handed so many fucking L's. It's like, is it because they're brown? What the fuck is it, man? Is it because they're loud? Is it because you just don't like them? What the fuck, Tony Khan? You're brown too, you piece of shit.
I love it.
I'm sorry.
I love it when you digress. That's a great valid point. Great fucking valid point for sure. Because
I'm so angry, I'm red.
Then what's the rankings for in the first place? Then if there's a fucking rankings,
what the hell's the point?
I only laugh that hard because Wendy's family has adopted me, so I'm technically brown, so I can laugh.
He's one of us. He's one of us. He's my mom's adopted son now, so he's one of us.
You're one of us regardless, man. He's right.
My kid. Like Hundo P, my kid calls her mother abuela.
Oh yeah. And my mom's always like, "How's my grandson doing?" I'm like, I don't know.
I have to send pictures. I really do. I'm like, here you go, Mom.
She's definitely, she's definitely.
So you'll replace Private Party with PMP.
Yes.
Who will you have winning it then? Who
fucking Proud and Powerful, of course.
All right.
Hell yeah, it'd be PNP. Like I said, long over fucking due. Where is their respect?
That's
they
right.
fucking earned it.
That's right. That is
all right. I'm done ranting.
All right.
Even my phone, my watch went off. Like breathe. I'm like, no.
I can't. I won't.
Take it away, Dom. What about you?
Okay. Well, I'm not as against Private Party as Grandma. Like I liked them when they came in. I like Tails Mark Quinn. I thought that was cool. I don't like this. We're dressing like the Hardys version of Private Party. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Like I've watched them in HOG, PWG, like everywhere, and this is just weird. I don't know why you're doing this. Stop doing this. Go back to a location where you need an invitation. Can we please? However many ounces of cranberry vodka you used to weigh, you need to weigh that again. But I wouldn't really replace anybody. I would probably, however, considering my adopted roots, go with another brown team and say the Lucha Bros are going to end up in that cage against the Bucks.
Okay. All right.
I can see that. Yeah,
I can see that. Yeah. Matt Callis.
And I'm a huge Pentagon mark. I mean, he has Cero Miedo. I call myself the jack of all trades, the master of absolutely none. I have 500 nicknames. She has 1,000. There's a difference.
Go for it, Matt. What do you got for us?
So I guess I could probably keep going with like people coming through the forbidden door. I think I'll just keep suggesting outside. At first, like part of me was thinking the Briscoes, but now I'm thinking Motor City Machine Guns.
Okay.
If Alex Shelley wants to come back.
Yeah, Alex Shelley isn't injured. He's just, he feels the need to take care of folks right now. If I'm not mistaken, that's kind of what he's doing.
He's a hero, man.
Yeah, he's doing the physical therapy, lending a helping hand. But, when the wrestling, the goddess of wrestling calls to him, Maki Ito, that calls him back, then I guess that's like another one. I guess that's like a revisit to when it was like Generation Me versus the Young Bucks, so that they could do a few callbacks to that old time period. So that's like another one. And plus, I want to see Motor City Machine Guns versus FTR. That's after that. So they could probably bounce off. Whoever gets the winner or the loss of that one has to face FTR. That would be kind of interesting.
What I wanted, I would have wished actually the FTR and PMP would be involved in this one. I think they're both over long due. They're both over long due. I think what they should do is really the winner of whatever their trilogy. I mean, you could say, let's call it a trilogy because obviously FTR got the first win against PMP. Second one is going to be PMP for a fact. Third one, the winner of that gets a title shot. And that it should be that way for them because it's a long fucking overview for both of them. You telling me that the FTR dropped the belts, never got the rematch, and then PMP never really got a title shot? Like, what's up with that? Like, why? Like, no. We need to have PMP for sure. But something tells me we are going to see Lucha Bros getting their shots. I know I'm throwing a curveball right away. I have a feeling, and I'm throwing this segment because we did see that segment with Andrade showing up to the Death Triangle interview. Here's the contract, buddy. Here's the conditions. Something tells me that Pac did not tell the Lucha Brothers the conditions. He's going to lose, and that means that Lucha Brothers is going to serve Andrade and help.
I was thinking that too.
Yes, and then help the Lucha Bros, get their title shot and probably winning the tag team belts away from the Young Bucks, and then that's how they became. Now they're turning faces to heels, and now aligning themselves with Andrade more because he helped them. You see, I told you, I bring you this. I told you, that could happen. That could happen.
Honestly, it wouldn't be the first time that AEW did like the contract snafu storyline because that's how Hangman Page ended up with all Matt Hardy's money.
Yes.
He just changed out the contracts, signed him while he wasn't looking, and the next thing you know, Matt's losing his money and he's got another kid on the way. Ooh.
Right. I mean, that could be the possibility we may see. I mean, if that does happen, I'll be shocked, to be honest. I'll be like, whoa, what the fuck? But well, that one we'll have to wait on that for sure. All right. The one segment that I just want to get out of my chest, I want to digress about it. I called it last week on our episode.
I think I know where you're going with this.
Yes, you know where I'm going with this. Why? Okay. Tony Schiavone come out, Paul White, QT Marshall. Of course, we saw it coming. Paul White.
Plugs.
Okay. So yes.
Plugs. Best part of that segment right there.
Plugs.
Oh, like my like our other host Mike, he calls the factory the cutie pies. That's what he calls them.
I love that.
The cutie pies.
Yeah, we should always use that.
Well, the cutie pies came out, and of course Paul White. He's like, oh well, Tony Khan give me the okay. Might have him first match at All Out, which I had a fear of that, and it's against QT Marshall. This should be in the pre-show. Do not fucking put it in a pay-per-view card. No.
Buy-in, please.
Agree.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I don't want to
make it a
give the squash away for free.
Yes, make it a squash, man.
Yeah.
That's all I want. We'll make it a 3-on-2. Mark Henry comes out, be his tag team partner. There you go. Squash match. End it. Why the hell not? Shit. Grandma Wendy, what do you think?
Can Tony buy the 3-6 Mafia song for Mark too?
Somebody's
gonna get their split.
Somebody's getting their wig split.
I wanted to buy all the music for everybody.
Oh my, right? Hell yeah.
Oh fuck no! Yeah, this definitely. If it has to be on the pay-per-view night, make it a buy-in. Nobody gives a shit. Honestly, I don't even have the energy to talk about it or the enthusiasm. Like,
You're right.
I don't give a fuck. Like, I really don't.
I hear you.
For all I
But they
care,
were
they could be in the middle of the ring. Rock, paper, scissors. I don't give a shit. Just be done with it. Just get it over with, man. Like, honestly. I'd rather go to a 3-hour meeting about nothing with a bunch of priests than fucking sit through this. I just can't. Dom, just say anybody. I'm done. I'm over it.
He's like anybody else.
Leia, you want to say something?
I mean, obviously, Plug stole that segment, but that was funny as hell. There were some people because we do we still go old school. We do like a live discussion thread during Dynamite, and there were some people like, "Oh, why is Paul White out here?" And I said, "That is not the question you should be at. The question is, why is QT Marshall on my television? That man's a legend. What the hell is QT doing?" And yeah, as far as the cutie pies, like he could have squashed them all except maybe Nikki from Philly, and not just because he's from Philly, because he kind of reminds me of Bruiser Brody. I kind of like Nick Kamara.
In every way.
He has very similar hair and shoes.
Yeah, he's got a very similar look. He's kind of from the vicinity of my old neighborhood, so I kind of have a soft spot for him. But QT and Solo Cup, you could easily get double choke slammed, and I don't care.
Anthony Ogogo though.
Ogogo is not half bad, not at all. He's a great story.
Real boxer. So
real boxer,
Was
partially
blind in an eye.
Yeah. And he seems to have some potential. I mean, that kind of showed with the Cody match.
It showed. It
showed.
Go ahead.
The whole thing shouldn't have happened, but it showed.
Yes, I was going to get to that. Anybody
well, the American Dream part shouldn't have happened. Can we be real?
Yes.
That was so forced.
It was fucking
That was so forced. It was
Dom,
like Cody, look at me. Cody. No means no.
Dom, I wanted to bring this back just because I was joking with the Dirty Heels that either Cody's gonna come to the ring dressed as Captain America, or he's gonna come to the ring dressed as George Washington. Like, like I really thought
did already.
He pretty much did. That little coat and the whole thing. Yeah.
He's missing the
That like
wig.
blue gold coat, and everything with the blonde white hair. It was very George Washington.
The revolution. We gotta fight the British. I'm like,
which only made it better when Malachi Black took him out again. Just all the blonde hair and the boot and my daddy and whatever the hell else he was just randomly going on about after he got his clock clean, like puppies and babies, and I'm taking off my shoe and just what?
Malachi Black's Dutch. Malachi Black's Dutch, and just a short history lesson. USA asked the Dutch for help during the Revolutionary War, and he just gave them some help with the help of a crutch, like.
I know it wasn't this show, but I gotta say, Malachi Black was like a mad dad who had already punched his kid. Like, didn't I tell you to shut up?
Bernie Mac
came back and got him again.
It's now you brought up Malachi Black. Well, I mean, we did get the announcement next week, Dynamite Hand versus Brock Anderson. I'm like, yeah. Why?
Grandma, we need to add him to the prayer circle like now.
Yes. Like, Jesus, like, oh yeah, so the Bendigo right here.
I gotta do a seance on him. I gotta send some protection shields.
I
was gonna say, if you can do a seance, let him die, and then we'll interview him live.
Oh, shit. I gotta call our buddy. I gotta call our friend of TRWT, Father Paul, and be like, Father Paul, say a prayer, please. We do have a priestly friend. I'm not kidding. We do.
Okay, all right.
A priest who loves death matches.
Yes,
Okay.
indeed.
All right. Wow, that's awesome. That is awesome. Wow, I can't believe that. I just can't believe that.
I know. I want to interview this guy so bad. It's ridiculous.
You know what? We gotta have him on the show.
We gotta have Father Paul on. We gotta do it.
I keep trying.
We're trying. Trust me.
Hey,
I gotta say that's pretty holy. That's pretty holy.
Yes. That is pretty holy, right? You gotta love it.
What you did there.
Yeah, definitely. Then we get after that we did get Penelope Ford versus Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa coming up with the win. You know, here's one thing I want to talk about. Okay, I still need to see more women on Dynamite. There needs to be more matches, not just one. We need more than one. And I'm not disrespecting Rosa. I think they really need to elevate that women's division so badly. You see, like everybody thinks that. Well, Mike, my other host's not here because he's like, "Oh, I love AEW, but we also criticize AEW." You know,
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I mean,
Oh yeah, definitely.
yeah. So that's our biggest.
I tell everyone I'm an equal opportunity basher. Like
Exactly.
if you fuck up, I will bash you. It doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah, and that's what I feel they need to really focus on that more. I know they have all these storylines that they're really focusing on, but most about the women. That's the one thing I'm like, what's going on with that? Yes, you did a great job with Britt Baker and Red Velvet, which, by the way, I feel bad for Red because you really put her you booked her in a wrong
That's
town.
a tough gig.
Wrong town.
That is a tough ass gig.
Anybody who got booked in that match would have been in the wrong town.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
There's no fucking way it's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least she stepped up and did it. You know, like, okay, I'll take it.
Yeah. What about that happen? What about who wants to do the match? Anybody? Oh, I don't want to do it. It's in Brickstown. Like, I'll do it. Fuck it. Hey, at least she get TV, right? She got the TV time.
I'll be on TV, whatever.
Whatever. I'll get booed. I don't give a shit.
She did
right.
a damn good job in the match too.
Yeah.
So like that crowd didn't shake her one bit. She was like,
Yeah.
I thought maybe because she did a lot of her stuff, you know, with AEW during pandemic, there wasn't a whole lot of crowd or maybe something small. But when you get a sold out arena in somebody's whole hometown just going at you, like I think I don't know if we talked about it on the show, but that shook the hell out of Damian Priest on Monday night. Like they started chanting CM Punk, they started doing all this stuff in the crowd, and he's just sitting there like, for a couple minutes, and then he caught his groove again. That didn't happen to Red Velvet though.
No, it didn't.
And she might have been in a more hostile situation.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, she was. Yeah,
she was. She was in a hostile situation.
I know. I'm trying to be nice to Damian Priest. I kind of like him.
But the one thing I'll give credit though, at least now NWA is now with the invitation that they're having. They already announced Diamante is going to show up. I mean, now they're having AEW women's to show up with that one night pay-per-view. I'm looking forward for that.
Oh, I'm hyped about it.
I'm hyped. We'll
So
definitely have to do a preview show for that. Like I want to talk about the whole card. I really want to talk about that.
Yes.
Yep.
But Grandma Wendy, what does AEW need to do with the women's division roster overall? What the fuck do they need to do?
They have some great talent. I mean, you have Thunder Rosa there. You have Britt Baker. She does amazing. Nyla Rose, she gasses out a little bit, but she's still impressive in my opinion. Penelope, like, what the fuck, Penelope? She can go. She's amazing. They have great talent. They need to showcase them more. I think it's not just entirely them, though, from what has been said and what goes around. It's not just AEW, though. They do have to answer to TNT. There is a bigger boss than just them. So I'm sure there's something there. And they need to be able to convince the network that people do want this. People do want to see this. and the network needs to actually listen to what we're saying, because I'd give my left nut for more women's wrestling. Honestly, I'm a huge proponent, fan, supporter of women's wrestling.
Oh yeah.
And it definitely needs to be showcased more. The talent is there, the time needs to be given, and the women need to be showcased. Let them have at least another match, even if you're just like 5 minutes per match. Those women can put on an amazing 5-minute match if that's all you want to give them. Like, come on, TNT, don't be a fucking asshole. Let us have the women. That sounded terrible.
I loved it.
I just realized.
I love it. Amen. Preach it. Amen.
Let us have the women.
Let us have the women.
Just give it to us. Give it.
Conan
Give me what
the
I want.
Barbarian.
Give me what I want. Give me what. Oh, man,
Grandma Wendy goes Batista.
Man, give me what I want. Oh my God, I love it.
That's great.
Hey man,
This is
you
wonderful.
preached it right. You preached it.
Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. I got a little tear
Any
right here.
add-ons to that? Yeah. Any add-ons to that, Dom? You want to add to that?
I guess I got a few things. First of all, I know we share a brain, Wendy. Do we share a left nut? Because I don't know if I want to give mine up.
No,
If
no,
it helps.
you can keep yours. You can keep yours.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
just clarifying because we never talked about that before.
I don't want your broke
I
ass
probably
left
should have
nut.
been off air. My bad, guys.
I
Anyway,
don't want your broke ass left nut. That's yours.
anyway, I have been saying the same thing about AEW. Like, even when because there was a while where maybe you'd get a women's match on Dynamite, maybe that week, maybe not. And then after the tag tournament, it seemed like they were at least going to one match every week. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Like, how come they're not moving forward? How come they're not moving forward? And then I think it was the Wrestling Index that originally put me on to something where apparently TNT was not happy with the women's division on Dynamite at the inception. Like, it's a lot of Joshi girls. It was Nyla, but it was Nyla when she was getting a lot of backlash, and people weren't taking to it, so they just kind of went, pause. We don't need this on TV. Like, put it somewhere else. We'll focus on something else. We're good. And then as Sheeta built up, and as they had that tournament, there was even at least a tweet from Kenny Omega going into that women's tag team tournament saying, support this so we can prove to the network that women deserve to be there. And after that tournament, all of a sudden we started getting one women's match. So they've changed. If that is the case, they've changed the network's mind a little bit. But going back to what Grandma said, like, even they have a boss, and I feel like this is more of TNT than it is of AEW. They just get the finger pointed because they're up front. It's AEW on TNT. You know what I mean? So I know I know it looks bad for them, but sometimes like TNT gave them a lot of money. They're not exactly WWE where they can say we're just gonna pull our show or do it. We'll go to Fox. Like they have nothing to fall back on. They're just out there trying to present an alternative to you, and they took a ton of money. So if the network says, "Hey, this is what you're gonna do," they're like, "Fuck, okay." And also, it does give me more motivation to go and watch shows like Dark or Elevation or whatever, because there are a ton of women's matches and stories that end up on Dynamite.
Okay. Definitely, I'm with you on that. Matt Callis.
So I think one of the things I want to see is I just got a little bit of a grocery shopping list over here, or a little checklist. And the grocery store I'm going to is Stardom and Tokyo Joshi Pro.
Oh,
and
Stardom.
And so we just saw Jamie Hayter just recently. And Jamie Hayter, and if Jamie Hayter's here, I'm going to go grocery shopping over to this other promotion, Arisa Hoshiki, Jamie Hayter's rival. She's a big, we like Malachi Black's Muay Thai kicks. Wait till you see Arisa Hoshiki's Muay Thai kicks.
Oh yeah, they're
better. She's got a machine gun for a leg, kind of.
She really does.
Yeah. So I'd love to see her. She's kind of coming back from an injury. She's doing more, acting style wrestling she's got going over there. So let's bring in Arisa Hoshiki. Let's see some more wrestlers from Tokyo Joshi Pro. Their top heel in TJPW is Saki-sama. Her whole thing is a French princess, French aristocrat queen. She wears like a big hat, and she's got the rose, and she makes people into her servants. So she's like imagine if Jade Cargill was a French woman, same height, a French woman, Japanese, and an aristocrat, and just really fancy. All rolled into one.
Oh man, that's interesting.
Did we just lose Dom? Oh,
No, there he is.
He's back.
I was like, did you leave me alone again? Are we gonna have Garth again? No.
Sorry, random internet blink, guys. My bad.
No worries.
No, I'm not gonna leave you, Wendy. I promise.
Good.
I left her alone on the live stream for like 2 minutes.
Really?
I panicked. You remember Wayne's World when
remember when Wayne quit?
And Garth was like, yeah, literally.
We're having fun. Nah, that was Wendy.
I totally panicked. I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Party time.
This was not excellent.
No, not at all. I didn't even realize till I came back on camera and I looked at the screen. She's just like wide-eyed, frozen. I'm like, oh no, what did I do? What did I do? I'm sorry.
Let's get to the main event. Of course, we have MJF versus the Gajote. I call him the Gajote. Okay, the Gajote, greatest Jericho of all time. The Gajote.
I fucks with that. Okay,
that's right, the Gajote.
That's not bad. I like that.
Yes. And then, of course, we hear the crowd singing for him, and he made it happen. He said, "Watch, the crowd's gonna be singing my song," and they did. And I actually enjoyed that shit. That was good shit. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
The match overall, did not expect it. The outcome of it. I thought, okay, he got to the fifth labor. I think this should be over. It should be done. He finally gonna defeat MJF. No, MJF waiting to the match. And now, my question to all of you. So I'll go to Grandma Wendy. What the hell is? First of all, your thoughts about the match, and the follow-up question: what the hell's next after this? Now, this should be over. Final chapter closed. Move on.
The match was great. I appreciated the ending. As Peter, our group member, said, shout out to Peter. It was definitely a good win because it was the old head putting over the new guy, like the younger dude, the younger talent, and he did it so well because it wasn't just like a bullshit match. It was built up. It was story. It was animosity. Everything was in there. All the elements of a great wrestling rivalry were there, and it was classic and beautifully done. And I would like to think that this is it, final nail in the coffin, because it ended well. There's no need to continue it, in my opinion. It's done. No. You lost. Get the fuck out my face, you know? I think from here, MJF, I want to see him go for a title, but I don't know which one. I don't feel like he should go after Kenny because that storyline doesn't make sense right now.
Yeah.
They're both douche heels.
Not really, no.
Douche heel versus douche heel doesn't work out that well.
At least he might have the numbers to go after Kenny. That's the only thing that makes it.
That's the only thing, really. That's
even close to being like reasonable.
But another faction versus faction, like it's just we have a lot of that. We have enough of that going on already. I don't know what I want to see him do next, though. Like I just don't know. It feels weird saying that. Like I should know, but I don't. Like, where can he insert himself? You know? Should he go for the TNT title? I don't think so. I don't see him going that route. Do I see him picking a fight with Ricky Starks for no reason for the FTW title? Maybe, but
oh, you mean the For the World title?
I mean, I would say fuck. I mean, he has a ring, that diamond ring. Yeah. Defend that shit. Yeah. Just defend it. Have something else.
Thank you.
Defend it. Do something with it. Have a tournament. Have a battle royal to win.
That ring is it's such a like pointless prop. I don't even remember that he has it till he puts it on to hit somebody with it. Then I'm like, oh yeah, there's his little ring. I forgot. Shit.
The answer's actually going to come to us in a small amount of hours, you guys. I think it's actually right in front of us. The answer of where it's not what he's going. He's not going to go for a title. I think,
no, there's no point.
And he's not. And
is he going to go for the best in the world?
That's what I was about to say. It was either going to be. I think it was going to be.
I'm logging off now.
I think it was going to be one of those two guys.
She hates Punk.
I think they're going to challenge one of
Too
those
soon.
two guys are going to challenge
soon.
him, or he's going to challenge them. Because there's a
See
whole
that
like
happening in the future. Yeah.
there was a trash talking thing kind of going on, which is like the game plan. I think the babyface, if MJF's going to stay heel and somebody's going to challenge him or he's going to challenge them, it's going to be Bryan Danielson. So is what I'm thinking.
If it's Brian, yes. If it's somebody else, no, fuck that guy.
I think that might be the other one because it'll be like a good war of words between those two. Because I mean Jericho, CM Punk, back then I enjoyed that feud. So that's what we might be. It's gonna be one of those two guys, and I think this Jericho thing is kind of like a primer for that. It's like if he could beat Jericho, he's more believable as a guy to take on those two really big names coming in. Like, this new young heel.
If it's Punk, I'm just gonna quote Heather's, "Fuck me gently with a chainsaw." No, thank you. No, thank you. I can do without that. No, thank you.
I mean, yeah, you know what? I don't want to see CM Punk MJF. Honestly, no, for what? I mean, if we get a Bryan Danielson and MJF, I wouldn't want that either. To be honest, I think no. That's like a repeat of Miz and Daniel Bryan in WWE. That's pretty much what it is.
That makes sense.
I don't want that. No, I don't want that. I rather have MJF. I don't know. I think move on. I mean,
Will Ospreay.
Maybe so, or somebody. It's just somebody different.
Well, Ospreay
I don't care
said,
who it is.
I'm coming through that door. Well, you left the key under the doormat. That's what he said
Oh.
over at the.
What about
Resurgent.
what about the man who created the term Forbidden Door? MJF versus Tanahashi.
There we go.
Yes.
I'm good at this, right?
So MJF going for the U.S. title. That would make sense. Yeah,
that makes sense.
And then you could get Moxley in a triple threat with them, because Moxley also kind of has a grievance in that over that belt as well. And then Lance Archer. That'd be an interesting 3 or 4-way, 2-way, whatever.
Ladies
Yeah,
and gentlemen,
and MJF
we're gonna
agrees
be
that they're
having-
all the drizzling shits, so that would work.
We will be having a featured guest with us joining us from Rewind